first off, as you can see, I cut some wood, put a bottom in. I needed that to continue on with my other steps, but let's catch up a little bit before we move on. So yeah, we put this wood in. It's a nice shelf. It's 3/4 inch plywood. I could have gone 1/2 inch or even 3/8 most likely. And it's a nice little shelf you can put stuff on, and it's gonna work out for my homemade Cyclone, which is gonna be this guy over here. So today we're gonna be doing this guy over here. So basically making the Cyclone dust collection for shop vac over there. And yeah, we're using 2-inch pipe. So this one, like I think I showed you before, I bored that out to fit this diameter. Fits on pretty good. We'll seal it all up after we get it all dry fitted and stuff. My neighbor has some sealant or glue for this ABS. Hopefully he'll let me borrow some, which I don't see an issue there, but we'll ask. We got some piping here, elbow. So what I'm thinking is going to happen, if you guys can see the whole picture, no you can't. So that's going to come from there, go down, probably angle it in such a way that it's going to cut in there somewhere. And I have a hole saw big enough, and we'll cut a hole, put that in. We'll cut some more of this stuff to make sure it fits, and then we'll cut a little chunk off to go inside the bucket. And then we got this bad boy right here. So we got our coupling. See if I can put you guys down and show you. So we got our coupling here. Basically it's threaded. This is just pressure fitted on. So basically this will go inside the lid, outside. Make a hole in the lid. That goes on, tightens up, good to go. We'll put this 90-degree fitting so it sticks out. This is the lid here, somewhere in the middle. That's gonna stick out. We're gonna get some type of, probably use a little bit of pipe to come out a bit, try and get an adapter to fit on my shop vac, and then everything's good there. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. I guess let's just jump into it. I think I made a line on this already. I think we're probably good to cut there. If not, then we got lots more pipes, so not too worried. So we're gonna make this cut here. Alright guys, that's how it's looking right now. So I cut another piece. Essentially it's going to fit in there on an angle. So I think I cut this main piece so just a little bit too short because I was just trimming a bit off. And I think I went a little bit too much, so that's okay. But so this is going to sit in here just like that. And then we're just gonna put a little bit of an angle so it's gonna go down and it'll fit a little bit better. And then we'll figure out some way to secure it in there. So maybe like a screw or something. Just punch it right through. Then we're gonna seal it all up with silicone on the inside, probably a little bit on the outside. And Bob's your uncle there. Now for this second part, this is the lid. This is gonna be on the inside. Ooh. So kind of like that in the center, which will screw onto this piece. It's going to sit up top, And then we're gonna have this 90-degree fitting. Alright, so we're going to take our piece, thread it through, just like that. Take our other piece, we're going to screw it in. Perfect. That's it. And then this piece right here sits nicely on there. Alright guys, so this is pretty much it. I'm just going to glue it in and that'll be pretty much it. Like I just have to maybe cut a piece of wood out for in the corner there, screw it in, and that's pretty much it. Like we're done. Boom. Don't worry guys, there'll be probably another part where it's all these mods are done and we'll give it a test and see how everything kind of performs. I'm not going to really do a performance test on this Cyclone like a lot of other videos where they test it, they take a pile of dirt and they test their Cyclone versus how it was just sucking up in the shop vac. I'm not going to do that. There's been too many tests kind of proven. I've pretty much used a similar, very same or similar design, a lot of them, and I trust that it works. So I'm not going to repeat that process. But these are the mods that have definitely been done to this thing, and we're going to come across. And that's where I'll probably end up putting maybe a little bit of a piece of pipe, or maybe not, and I'll just try and get an adapter to plug my, I'm sure they do make them, I'll check out Home Depot, but just an adapter from the shop vac hose to this 2-inch adapter fitting, 90-degree fitting. So, but I might have to put a piece of pipe just as like a buffer. Depends on what is available at Home Depot and what sizes the adapter comes in. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have it buttoned up, but here you can kind of see a better, closer view of how it is. And I don't know if you can kind of see there, but right up by that plastic you can kind of see a rubber O-ring. So there's a rubber O-ring and then it just shoots straight out. Yeah, it works pretty good. And if I have to, I'll put a little bit of a piece in here, but I don't think I'll need that. And then here's the inside look of the pipe. So we'll probably put a screw in there to hold it in and get it all glued up. I think that's pretty much it. Like, pretty happy with the way it turned out. And it's kind of nice to kind of tuck a little bit back a bit, just for the simple fact that if I'm doing anything in the front, I still have a little bit of storage in the front and possibly back there too. So alright guys, so I think we left off just around here. We have pretty much everything ready to be connected and glued in place, except for one thing. Again, my neighbor Chris, a good friend of mine as well, he came over and he mentioned about the whole airline bracket for the air regulator, and he also came over and he's like, yeah, I did the same thing, and I realized once it's all glued up and siliconed in place on the bucket, how are you going to take it off to get the dust out and dirt and stuff? And I said, oh, I don't know, that's a good point. I said, oh, I'll just pull it out. And he's like, yeah, but it's going to be siliconed and sealed in place. You won't be able to do that. So he said I should get a union. So a union joint, basically, if you're not sure what that is, it allows this piece to spin independently from the body. So you're able to have this piece glued in. Sorry, it's getting a little dark here. This piece glued in and the bottom piece glued in, and then you can turn the middle and it will all screw in. So that's a union joint, and that's how it works. So we're going to take that union joint and throw it somewhere on the pipe. We're going to do it down below. And then the other thing I got, and I think this union joint in Canada at Home Depot is about $8.44. So I tried to do this on the cheap, but there's some things that you got to get that I guess puts the cost up. So you might be able to come up with something a little bit different. And, that's fine. I know a lot of people use flex hoses, but I've seen some of those flex hoses between like 20 something and like 40 bucks. And I could have done that, but I wanted something a little bit more hardwired, and I didn't want a big long hose all over the place and stuff like that. So that's why I went this route. Second is this flexible coupler. So basically from the top of the bin, the bucket, we're going to put a little bit of pipe, maybe this big. I'm going to put one side on that, crimp it down, cinch it down. The other side will be for my shop vac hose to go in, and then I could just tighten it down. You'll seal on it, and Bob's your uncle. And that's how you're going to get the hose on there, and you can take it on and off, and it will be semi-sealed in the sense semi-sealed, so that you can take it off and put it on, and everything's good to go. Now realistically, we could have done something like that down here too, but this piece costs more than the union. So that's why we did what we did. And yeah, we're going to carry on from here, and we're going to show you guys what's going to happen. So I've already pre-marked out some spots. I'm going to show you real quick, and then we're going to go to cutting and gluing some of the stuff up. Alright guys, so right here are two marks that we made, and they should roughly line up to see this top spot where my thumb is and this line here. So it's a rough calculation of, I just kind of put it up and I kind of marked it, and that's where we're going to cut that much out, which should count for just that middle section. And then we're gonna start gluing all this stuff up. So I'm gonna probably come up just a little bit because it is not quite all the way down at the bottom here. I can go down a little bit, but probably just like a thickness of the blade or something like that. So we'll just come up a little bit on one of these sides. We'll put that union in, and should be good to go. So it should look something like this, and then now, so yeah, in theory should work pretty good. Should be no problems with that. All right, so let's start putting this thing together. So we got here, guys, some ABS glue. So we're going to take that, throw it on the inside of all of our joints. We're going to stick it up. Like I said, I don't know if you guys can see there, just above my finger, there's a little silver line, and I got little silver lines all over the place to see where the pipes need to line up properly, so everything fits together the way I kind of had it intended. If you guys print this, I'm not sure if that's for PC. I can print as well. If you want, just yourself. We do that. Then we go. So for this piece here, we're just gonna assemble this on the ground, and then we'll put it on after. All of the tubing or piping going to the bucket, that has all been glued and sealed. Everything's good to go there. We just have to put some rubber silicone, some silicone around to seal up the hole in the bucket, but everything else, all here, has all been glued, and that's good to go. Alright guys, so we got this, the lid all done. You know, it's not a union, but it's like a union on the bottom, like you've seen in the other one. We had the 90-degree elbow. We cut a short piece of pipe, and we got this flexible coupling. It's a rubber coupling. So we just tighten down our clamp on this side. Now we just got to put our vacuum hose in this side and tighten it down. And the lid will be good to go. So we're gonna just place it there. So yeah, we're pretty much done. We're just gonna put the lid on. Now, like I said, we're gonna have to put some silicone just down right where that pipe goes into the bucket. And we might have to cut the angle of that tube in the bucket because it's kind of like sitting like this. So it has a bit of angle, but if we cut it a bit on an angle, then it might just want to swirl around a little bit better. And then of course, what we can do, guys, as well, is we can cut a piece of wood, drill it in so this doesn't really move. That's totally up to you. I'll probably do that a little bit later. So I guess after we put this caulking in, we can't really test too much because it's got to sit and cure for about 24 hours, but we will get it put on. That'll be it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate all the support. And if you like this kind of stuff, feel free to like, subscribe, and share. And you can always leave a comment down below. And don't forget, you can hit that bell for notifications to any of my new videos that come out. I post weekly, usually Saturday, but I'm trying something different. I'm gonna try and post on Friday night, see how that goes. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited how all this stuff is coming out, turning out. Just buttoning up some of the stuff, getting that line in, which don't worry guys, you'll see the video on that line. And that will probably be the video that I get things working and testing, and then you get to see the full capabilities of where I'm at right now. So once I figure out the line, plastic line or rubber line, hose up into it, we're gonna be testing it for sure. So stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, never stop learning.